Geez, now I feel awful. I feel like we broke the bad news to Kat Timpf that there's a Cuban Super 8.
You did.
That did not. It's like, oh, damn, no.
No, I've been hearing on all these poster boards on the subway that if you get, just because I have HIV, it doesn't mean it's going to change my life. And I'm going to grab a Sharpie and right underneath there, unless it's Cuban Super 8. Then you need to get your affairs in order.
By the time you read this, you're probably already screwed. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. I'm reading about it on Science Daily for about 30 seconds, so now I consider myself an expert.
Well, just wait till you get to WebMD, then you'll have everything you need to know.
I'll be positive I have it probably by the end of the night. Be great.
Well, this is good. Now that you've done 30 seconds of research on Cuban Super 8, you can appear as an expert on the Today Show.
Oh, yeah, totally. I consider myself booked already. Oh, man. See, more partners, the higher risk. That's great. You know, you can kind of figure that out already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're communists down there. So
It's
They share a lot.
Yeah, they share. Yeah. But I'm convinced
So
this is
don't
what.
go to Cuba. Don't go to Cuba and bang a bunch of randos unprotected. Is what you're saying? Is that it?
That's pretty much good life advice.
You guys? It's a PSA. I just said a PSA.
Yes.
Yes.
I've already sent it off to the New York subway guys. They're going to run it tomorrow.
I can't wait. I just want to help people.
Have they taken down the man-spreading posters that went up in the subway?
No, and they have so many more things too. Like this is not your bathroom. Like, okay, sorry, I don't have time to put on my makeup in the morning. Like, I do like full hair and makeup on the train, and I'm not gonna stop. You know what I mean? But it's a little awkward. And they want you to put your backpack on the ground. I'm not putting my backpack on that ground. Sorry. I mean, jeez. What happened to letting us be rude to each other about the inappropriate things we do? That's a much better system. We're all very good at that in New York.
What kind of adjustment was it for you, being a Midwestern gal, to go out to New York City and then ride public transportation? That, to me, whenever I go to D.C., I'm completely grossed out over getting on the metro.
Oh, really? See, I don't know. I kind of love it because I'm such a terrible driver. I was in LA and I got into several accidents, and basically, I need to be very rich to get an insurance company to ever agree to take me on again. Unless if you get older, can I be like, I learned now? I don't know. But that's why I loved it. It was great. Here, I'm just like everybody else. You know, everybody uses the transit.
So, for driving, you were like the driving version of Super AIDS.
Yes.
You were taking people out left and right.
I'm gonna update my Twitter bio and throw that in there. So I can,
let me ask you, Kat. Let me ask you this: who was the worst driver, you or Suge Knight?
Me. I lived in D.C. for years and years and years, and I still don't understand where I'm supposed to go in DuPont Circle until about 4 or 5 times around. You need to know so soon. You need to be a mile away and be in the right lane. I can't do that. I'm not capable of that. No way.
Kat Timpf joins us on the Snark Factor. Kat, let me ask you this. Of course, you are a regular over on Red Eye, so I have to ask you your thoughts on Greg Gutfeld leaving Red Eye, and who do you think will replace him?
I have no idea who's going to replace him. I have no idea. People ask me that all the time. I really don't know. And I don't know how long it's going to take either. They got a lot. They're just rotating. Everybody's hosting it right now, They let Gavin host it again. You know what I'm saying? Gavin, Joanne hosted it. Tom, of course, Shalhoub hosted it. Kennedy hosted it the other day. So I don't know. I have no idea.
Was there any inkling that this was coming?
That was great insider info from me. I don't know. I really don't. Sorry.
Did you have any idea this was coming? I mean, it came as such a surprise to everyone.
I mean, sort of, but then also I kind of heard comedians at parties but I heard that Goyfield's gonna leave and stuff like that. I've also been hearing that for a year, and also a lot of comedians that have had 14 Keystone Lights aren't really who I get my news from. So it was on my brain, but I didn't know when it was gonna happen. Which I would recommend also, not a good place to get your news.
Well, let's talk a little bit about some of the things you've been writing about over at National Review Online, Kat.
Yeah.
The other day, I went to Outback Steakhouse, which I think by law I'm supposed to go there at least once a year if you live in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the law.
Yeah.
And for my entree, I just ordered a bloomin' onion. Didn't get anything else. I just got a big bloomin' onion. And then afterwards, I thought to myself, I'm feeling really fat. And so apparently I'm not supposed to say I'm feeling really fat anymore?
You are the reason that there are eating disorders and women have poor body image, because you said that. It's
Really?
all your fault.
It's all true.
Well, that's what I hear on the internet. I don't know.
I didn't know I had that kind of effect on women.
I did the same thing. I mean, I went to a diner this weekend and I ordered 2 things and I ate them both and I felt gross. I feel so fat. I'm not under the impression that I'm fat. Okay, they're saying it's a manifestation of an eating disorder and cause of eating disorders, basically. Specifically on Facebook, those little fat emoji with the little chubby cheeks and the double chin makes girls hate their bodies, which I generally don't get my self-worth through emojis. Come on, you know what I mean? If you've got bigger problems, it comes from within. You have to love yourself.
It's true. Are you standing next to some sort of major appliance or something? For a couple of minutes here.
Why?
You're sounding a little bit like you're underwater.
Because I'm talking to you via headphones because I dropped my cell phone in ketchup a couple months ago, and I can't really hear out of the earpiece very well.
Oh, okay.
I could get a new one. Something better soon, and then I'll feel upset.
It does sound a little bit like your phone has super AIDS.
It probably does. So I have this giant OtterBox on my phone so that if I drop it, it will be protected. I accidentally dropped the actual ear hole into a bowl of ketchup. I was I'm really glad I walked around this big funky case only to drop it. And I was texting at the diner and I just dropped it.
So after dropping it in the ketchup, did your phone feel bloated?
Yeah, I felt fat. It felt bad. My phone can't believe it ate all that ketchup. Exactly what it did.
Kat,
exactly what it did.
Who's your carrier? Because let's guilt them into sending you a new phone.
Verizon.
There we
Verizon.
go. Yes.
I have insurance through the iPhone store, and I could go there, but I go there a lot. Before I had this case, I dropped my phone all the time. I had to go to the iPhone store, actually. You know that there's a 24-hour Apple in New York, and I went there on a Saturday night at 4 a.m. when I dropped my phone and I was at a bar. Oh, wow, it is a nightmare in there at 4 a.m. There was just girls crying everywhere. This one girl was like, "Where's my phone?" She walked in the store and they're like, "We don't know where your phone is." She's like, "I have an Apple phone. This is an Apple store." And I was like, wow. So, I went in there. I was like the only one not in the blackout, and they gave me a new phone, even though my warranty was I'd already gotten all the free phones I was allowed to get. They were just like, you know where you are, so you get a free phone. Wonderful. And then I came out of there, and it was Easter Sunday morning. It was brutal time. 3 hours.
does your iPhone insurance cover condiment damage?
I don't know. I mean, I think it does. I think I'm up for an upgrade, but like I said, I get a lot of anxiety about how there's going to be something better as soon as I upgrade it.
Yeah.
So now I just walk around with this ketchup phone, which is, causing me a lot of problems, clearly. Sometimes someone will call me and I can't find my headphones fast enough, and I miss the call, and then I call them back and they don't answer.
Well, Apple had their big announcement today. You think you'll run out and get the new iPhone watch?
No way. What's a watch? People don't. Millennials don't know what watches are. Am I right? No, I can't. I'm not gonna wear a watch.
So that's why
I can tell the time.
Yeah, who wears watches anymore? I don't see anybody wearing.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't ever see anybody wearing a watch unless I'm like at a diner with old people. I'm spending a lot of time in diners. I'm realizing like 4 or 5 separate stories I've told have taken place in a diner, and I'm not 70. So maybe I should think about my life a little bit.
Well, if you put ketchup on your iPhone, do you also put ketchup on your hot dog?
I put ketchup on everything.
Okay, there we go.
Like,
okay.
I breakfast food. I mix it all together, and I put ketchup on it like a paste, and then I put it on toast. Nobody ever wants to go out to eat with me. It's just disgusting to watch. But it's delicious.
I think you should host Red Eye.
Yeah.
Oh, see, the only problem is I've never hosted anything before, but I'm sure I could figure it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I could just sit and practice. I could practice a teleprompter.
Oh, hell yeah!
That's how it is, right?
I believe in myself.
I mean, look at how far the president's gotten reading a teleprompter.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Exactly.
That works.
So, Kat, who's your vote for which woman should go on to some dollar bill denomination?
I wrote about this, and I said all of them.
You want
and
to
also
think we should? Okay.
We need some, because where does it end, right? We have one woman, and then if they pick the white woman, it's going to be like, of course this racist country picked the white woman, and if they pick a black woman, they're going to say, oh, of course they just picked the black woman just so people wouldn't think we're racist. Everyone, so it's it's just a mess. I'm fine with leaving the money alone. I don't even care. I feel like half the people out there don't even know who is on the $20 bill.
Right. Would you be okay with robots money?
Yeah, I'd be okay with robots. I'd be okay with anything. I don't care. I would like to be on the $20 bill, but
Hey,
don't we all feel that way? Don't we all want our face on the $20 bill?
Sure.
Kat,
right, why not?
Boston Randy, one of our listeners, knows that I, along with Tracy Connors, were both big e-cig users, and apparently you talk e-cigs to guys in bars. What was this all about?
Oh yeah, well I said this on Red Eye once when I had too much to drink. I told a guy in a bar that I invented the e-cig, but he believes me. So like, who's the one that should be embarrassed here? Like me or that dude who's like, whoa, you know what? A girl invented the e-cig. I was like, yeah, I did. I'm a scientist. It was a while ago.
That's why I wear glasses.
Yeah,
Did he ask you to? Yeah.
You know how sometimes you just, you get confidence. For me, I'll even 2 vodkas, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I did invent the e-cig, Vodkas or vodka soda. I always forget everybody doesn't talk like an idiot like me.
Well, if you truly did invent the e-cig, I would hope that they would put your face on a $20 bill.
Yeah, there you are.
Right, e-cigs are a wonderful invention. I've never even smoked real cigarettes, but I smoke e-cigs. But don't tell the government that, because that's what they're arguing.
Yeah, exactly.
I did it. Somebody left one at my house one time, and I just was like, "This is cool." And I smoked the whole thing. And one night, I was awake all night. This e-cig. just bumping. And then the next day I had a headache, and I was like, well, this is great.
The same thing happened.
Another one.
I think the same thing happened to Maureen Dowd, except it was with a marijuana brownie.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. More props to her. Props to her. What a star move. Maybe she consulted some people before eating like 9 doses, but all right. You know, you do you, girl. You do you.
Well, Kat, we're gonna let you go and hope that you can work out your issues with Apple and Verizon. But before you do, please let everyone know.
I appreciate your support.
You go to the Apple store, go at 4 a.m., strap on the hidden camera of yours that you have so we can all enjoy it.
I know. I should.
What do you have coming up on Fox in the next couple of weeks, and what can we look forward to over at NRO?
I don't know yet, but I know that I'm doing Red Eye on April 8th again. It's supposed to be March 23rd, but it got changed to April 8th. So for everybody out there that already had my March 23rd day written on their calendars, as I'm sure you all did, it's April 8th. So.
And are you doing stand-up anywhere anytime soon?
No, not anytime soon yet. I just did a show in Salisbury, Maryland, which is middle of nowhere, Maryland. Yesterday, or no, not yesterday, Saturday. Yeah, I had the best time of my life. Very, very chill vibes out in the middle of nowhere. Really kind of dig that.
They have a great Outback Steakhouse there. It's fantastic.
Do they?
Yeah, you got to check it out next time.
I will.
check out
the diner.
What did you have? What good diner food? Did you have the chipped beef? I hear chipped beef is really good at a diner.
No, but the other dude had that. I had an Western omelet, toast, hash brown. Then I had a Euro sandwich with French fries, and I had the cream of crab soup. And then on the way to the Megabus, I had a Shamrock chocolate shake. And then I wasn't able to eat again until like this afternoon because I felt so sick.
You felt bloated.
That, guys.
You felt bloated.
I felt fat. Yeah, I felt bloated and fat.
For all things Katherine Timpf, check out her website, KatherineTimpf.com. Last name spelled Timpf. Kat, thank you so much for joining us. This was a blast.
Oh, thank you for having me.
More of the Snark Factor right after this.